It's the lag. I just asked these guys before this tournament, they had never played each other. So Kim is undefeated against Lucas after beating him 6-4. Put Lucas on the loser side yesterday. I don't remember. And Apple Pay. Apple Pay too.
Thank you.
Thank you. You do, but probably not set up. Like you said,
All right, let's go. Race to 9.
Race to 9.
So what's the over and under on how long this one's going to take?
Oh, probably 19 minutes.
Well, it's going to be a little closer than that.
Yeah, this one probably won't flow quite like that.
So I just asked the guys before this tournament, they had never played each other.
Oh, really? Okay.
So Kim is undefeated against Lucas.
Oh, I guess by that metric, I am too. I tell you, he doesn't know how lucky he is. That guy got me earlier. He'd be having to deal with me, and I feel like I got him. I don't know. I'm feeling good. I could have took him. I could have been a champ.
So it looks like he could play safe and just put the cue ball behind the 3-7, shoot the one down towards the 6 a little bit. But most likely he'll cut this on the side, and then it's do you kind of try to run into the 2 or shoot the cue ball where it goes in between the 2 and 8? So I'd be a tiny bit concerned about going off the rail and scratching off the back of the 8.
Yeah.
So you'd have to play short side on the 2 ball.
Yeah. That's the natural path. Is it looks like if you just kind of roll this in, you can get short side on the 2, but that potentially getting behind the 8 or scratching off the back of the 8 is potential there. That's what's causing us a little bit of hesitation.
Got a little love tap.
You're in over the 8 ball. Shot.
Excellent. And possibly I'd like to not disturb the 7.
He's looking at. He's worried he's going to move that 7 onto the 9.
Does it look like he's got enough angle to kind of snap it back there? I guess that's what he's shooting.
He's got to try, but that's the concern is.
Leaving at 4-6.
Or just nudging the 7 to where the 7's tied up against
Oh,
the
yeah,
9 against the rail. But yeah, if he can avoid the 7, even if it means taking a cut on the 4 rather than getting all the way down, you go up and back but leave the 7 where it is. I think that's actually better.
Still more important than If it lines up with that 9, that's set up a whole nother trap.
He's not liking this shot. Maybe he's hitting the 7 enough to bump it all the way back out.
No. And did get fortunate and get straight on it, or create it straight rather, if he can get down and back.
Exactly. He's basically just got to make this ball like it looks like a touch of left English, come straight back, up and back from 6.
Seven with his cue.
It wasn't in the path. It's just your option to put it back where it was.
He can
Definitely did not do himself a favor there. He knocked it out of line for the combination and does not go to that top corner. Change his path around here. nice and easy under fine. Worked out.
Yeah. But, I mean, the combo was dead, so at least
Yeah.
leaving it there gave Lucas a little better chance to get back to the table.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely would not have respotted that from his position.
He actually looked at it with low and then put his cue up higher, looked at it with high. With high, you can come right between the side pocket and the 9 and get closer. But why bother with that? Because what if you scratch or?
So much risk.
But I like that Kim will get down and look at balls different ways. Just really analyze what each scenario looks like to him.
Yeah, instead of trying to get perfect, just get good.
Exactly.
You know you can make them.
Yeah.
When
All
good,
you
when
need
good
is
is
good
a
luck.
safe shot,
That's right.
and perfect is dangerous.
Grab the wrong drink. Drinking somebody's Sprite. I could buy someone else an old Sprite at 4. Yeah.
So it's not Mountain Dew. Could be my Mountain Dew.
Maybe. Get you another one.
Thank you very much.
They're pretty.
I don't think that is Mountain Dew. I think my Mountain Dew one that we're right behind, right here on the corner.
No, I'll take the Sprite. Okay, sounds good.
Water.
Play was high inside to get good shape on the 2.
Like 100 years.
Right.
Never should have.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. He might try to bump in.
You got really lucky with that rub on the 6.
Straight in, he's gonna have to get a good stroke on this.
Go off the rail.
Hold her right on back down. It's straight. Movable.
Yeah, might consider going rail first here.
Yeah.
He's looking at punching it before, but you'd have to hit it real hard.
He does go rail first.
Just a touch overdrawn.
So maybe you can still float it soft with top English, and now you just low English 3 rails. That was another example. So he went 2 rails with top, and rather than trying to get perfect, especially in these bar tables, sometimes that's the most important thing. Maybe he felt if he tried to baby the first shot and hold it, he might have missed it. The skid comes into play a little more often. So the 2 rails back and forth is guaranteed to make the 8. He felt like that way, and then just accept a little bit of a long shot on the 9.
I kind of feel like a lot of the times taking a multi-rail shape, going a couple or using a corner instead of just stunning, like pulling back to stun off of the side rail. A lot of the time it seems to broaden your margin of error and give you a little more room to still be makeable.
Yeah.
Or to control your speed a little better because you're slowing it down with 2 of them. You don't have to worry so much about getting perfect in the line.
Yeah. I just like to get close to balls now that I'm older, so I really would have probably went 1 rail softly,
Right.
top spin instead of pulling the 2 rails like he did.
Because I almost said when he just casually shot it down to this end of the table, even on a bar table, and he stepped up like it was, ball sitting in the pocket just like any other ball. And I almost said something about that's the difference when you're young like that. You don't even think about how long the shot is. Is it an easy shot for me? Yeah, it's good. 3 foot further away, but that's okay. He's got those young eyes. How do you think he gets to this 4-ball from here?
We lined up playing the 3 in the same pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, he can just go exactly right where he just pointed his cue, like probably a tiny bit of inside, maybe the straight top. Yeah, so you got a really good angle on the 3 to be able to do that pretty naturally.
Give Kim a chance to break the rhythm here.
It flew out of his feet.
Yeah, he was ready to pounce on that.
I noticed that in the last tournament, watching Justin Martin.
Mhm.
Every time his opponent missed, he was
halfway to the
having his feet
table.
before the ball
Yeah.
had missed.
And he's halfway to the table by the time it misses.
Oh, I want to say, Mike, great job, you and Justin doing that commentary on the final. That was really
Yeah,
fun.
definitely was.
Yeah.
And don't put me out of work or nothing. You know,
Yeah.
make sure I come to mediate between the two of you and y'all do that sort of thing.
Yeah, but having the players who actually played the final,
It really
through the whole process, it was really entertaining.
I think that's something I know I enjoy it. And that's something a lot of people enjoy is getting to hear people like you. What was your mindset? What were you worried about when you shot something? He throws his body English into him. That's for sure.
Yeah, not real often, but when he's a touch uncomfortable,
Uh-huh.
and
He stays perfectly down on that one.
Where phone you need the 1,000. Yeah. Hard to get people to like. Yeah, what's up?
One was still on serve. That's where Lucas would have been more costly if he'd been on his break.
Keep it on serve definitely matters for 2 players of this caliber. Not want to give somebody a break ahead.
I don't think the 4-9 goes.
It doesn't look like it.
And the 3 doesn't have a pocket.
Look at he's going to try to break up the 4-9 now. That was the danger. It's always a little risky, but he had to solve that problem somehow. So
Yeah.
no, I don't blame him for going for it right there.
And this is a very makeable jump shot. If you're of his caliber, I could make it.
It down here, but at least it didn't scratch off. You know, he would have liked to have been an inch further off of that pocket. He would have got a much more favorable look at that 3-ball either direction.
Real tricky. There's no real easy space. I mean, you could try to bank this ball. You could play the carom on the 7. You could play the carom on the 9. Maybe bank the 3 straight up table. Try to freeze it on the rail for safety.
Yeah, that's being easy. And right.
Carom on the 7 was probably the most makeable of the 3 options.
I kind of like the idea of trying to carry him over to the 9 and hoping that you could if you did miss it, you'd get your 3-ball around with just a little angle. If not just to this bottom rail, but maybe over to the left rail and get the 8-ball in play. But I don't. There's so many more variables. You could also just left it head and pocket for
this
him down
cue ball-
here too. So
This cue ball's going to be flying.
Pretty neutral though, just kind of with a little outside.
We have a great.
Yeah, that's the only danger in that shot.
Wow.
I know
tough roll.
something Efren used to do phenomenally well, right? Like somebody said they thought he was the luckiest player ever because his cue ball would stop short in those situations. He was so good at, analyzing the angle first off to avoid scratching, but in case he didn't hit the ball perfect, usually his speed was just a hair short. So if he, was going right at the pocket, he would just stop 2 inches short of the pocket anyway, or 6 inches short, whatever the case is. Like,
To the uninformed eye looking at Efren, that might seem like luck, but
yeah,
it's a developed skill, no doubt on his part.
absolutely.
Lower those odds. Lower those odds.
So.
Lucas.
What's the rest of it? He got $9.
Nine.
Not.
Right.
Lucas takes a look and figures this out. Take just a second and shout out some of our sponsors. Action Graphics, Colin over here, my colleague for Realty, Iron Mike Davis's pool lessons, sitting with us here. Chris and Jackie Rhodes, Saltbox Construction. Tony over at 2112 Percussion. Carolina Pool Boy, 1010 Auto. Everybody that helps us out. And if you guys at home are enjoying this stream and especially getting to listen to Mike's opinion on some of these, where we can't give it to you quite as sharp as he can, do us a favor and please make sure while you're here you go ahead and like, subscribe, and follow, especially on the Billiards Media USA YouTube channel. We'd love to hit 1,000 followers after this weekend. That'd be nice to be able to monetize that and bring a little bit more to some of these tournaments, even than we've been able to with the wonderful sponsorships we do have. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us at home. It makes it an absolute blast to get to sit here and talk to so many people that are just enjoying great action along with us. We really appreciate you, and thanks again for coming along. And in the time it took me to spit that out as fast as I could possibly say it, he almost got that ball made before I could finish talking. This guy is no joke when he gets moving.
He almost hung the 5.
Man, I saw that. I saw that. I was sitting there watching the whole time and trying to make sure I didn't miss finger or anything and trying to outrun him.
I almost interrupted you.
I couldn't outrun him to save my life. I was trying.
Some side action going on around us. They both flew in. I can't see where the cue ball is. There.
Looks like he's got a lane to bank it.
He was playing some bank pole action yesterday. Interesting shot selection.
Yeah, I thought he would have used outside there, like the 7 in the corner, but it barely matters. He just needs to look at the ball.
Yeah. As long as he can see it, he's gonna make it.
It's the first time I've gotten to see him play in person. We can hit him.
Yeah, it's a great feeling when your confidence is that high. I remember when I was super young, I was like, I just need to be able to see the ball. I can make it from anywhere then. Like, as long as I'm not hooked, I'm good.
Wasn't that wonderful?
It really was. I didn't realize like how fleeting that feeling was, you know.
If he gets a
We're,
deep,
we're wasted on the young.
if he makes a deep run in any of Matchroom's events in August, he's real close to qualifying for the Moscone.
Yeah, I think he's been you know, one of the people they talk about for potentially making Moscone the last few years for sure. It's tougher now all of a sudden knowing that Federer is like basically, you know, got a spot locked up, Kane's got a spot locked up. So it's like there's 3 in play for all the other players. And I believe Thorsten Homan's in the running for the American team
He
this
is.
year. So
I
yeah,
think he's when I looked earlier, I think he's behind. He's one spot behind Lucas right now.
okay. And what about Jesus Atencio? Is he eligible for?
He is not.
Okay,
Their rule is you have to have a green card,
okay.
and Jesus is working on it. He might get it in time. When I talked to him recently, he was hoping to have it by the summer.
Okay. So if not, then that'll be in the near future, the
Yeah.
following year.
Certainly next year he would be in the conversation. I heard a rumor. I don't think this is actually going to happen, but changing it from Team USA to Team America and opening it up to Canada and South America, South and Central America.
You got to be careful. You start letting Canadians in the door.
Oh, what?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, before you know it, you got tournament directors over here crossing the border.
Yeah, I mean, Kim actually made a good shot to get the 1 ball right about where he wanted. Just leave the 2 ball down table, leave a really long shot, and so unfortunate they made the 9 hang up. It's really a pretty big ball here.
Yeah,
yeah.
especially with that 8 sitting there. If you come up over
He could
the
even-
side, yeah.
You hit the one hits the 6.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you pretty much you hit anywhere in that corner, that 9 ball is down. There it is.
Yeah. Tough roll up for Kim there.
So even hitting the 6 or the 8 first,
Yeah,
you know,
it
was hard to miss that ball.
he could have basically hit the 1 ball could have hit a diamond before the 9,
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
diamond after the 9, after that pocket, and the 9's going down.
Yeah.
You have a huge target.
It would take talent on the level of I don't know if y'all have heard of him, but he's unbelievable. Talent on the level of Billy Hines to miss that ball. It would-
I have that kind of talent too.
yeah, yours is just luck. When I miss one that bad, it's well earned.
Does. But see, I like he actually looked at three options there and went to his last option because he didn't have to try to get the cue ball past the side pocket that way. That made the two a lot easier. And, probably if he tried to go for the three in the corner where the seven was, it would have made the two a little tougher.
I think you're right.
I like this angle to swing it around. Go three rails just below the side. Oh, he came up a little shorter than I thought, which is okay. Not making it to the third rail as long as you get close.
Yeah,
He did definitely come up a little short though.
just a little bit.
So you want to bump the 9 here?
That's what it looks like is natural if you follow Lola is to run into that 9, but I'm not sure how you control for that 6. Okay, he was able to get behind it. I didn't know. I didn't realize he could get quite around behind it. Just fearless.
Somebody behind us is about to lose $300.
Somebody take that back.
Yeah, they
Somebody
agreed
take that
to
action.
500 for Lucas, 300 for Kim.
Okay.
The guy betting on Kim wanted the 2 on the wire.
He wanted
Kim
Kim
only
off
had to get
through.
7.
Hit that 9 ball pretty hard. It looked like it was headed towards the corner, but it hit just a little flat. You almost got a kick or cross traffic there and knock that 9 in the corner again.
Maybe just a simple cue ball behind the 8 might be the best here. Because at least that one you can do for sure, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to play the simple save because they're guaranteed to make a hit just about. And it looks like he's banking it and going 3 rails around. That's a great shot. I said that the simple save, he knew he could do it, but he knew Lucas would probably hit it almost every time. So he went aggressive and hit an excellent shot.
That was just a routine, right?
Absolutely.
Especially with the way Lucas is shooting. Don't want to give him a chance to get to the table. Six three. So, Mike, how much did we end up getting in the Calcutta?
I think the total payout's almost 6,000 for the Calcutta.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
How much for first?
I'd have to look it up on digital pool. I don't even remember.
Oh, it is on.
I believe we put it online. Yeah. Sometimes we just put the tournament payout online and skip the Calcutta. But I believe it's on
2,400 for first place. So double tournament payout. And I know Lucas would have bought his half.
Yeah, he did. And Kim might have bought all of them himself. He at least got his half, but I think Kim got all of himself.
I think he did. Yeah, he did.
And I believe he only went for 300.
That's
So,
that's what I was remembering. Was three.
Yeah.
That was seemed like a steal.
Yeah, I mean, as good as he plays, that was the best buy of the tournament.
As always, I bought the most overpriced player here
Buy yourself again.
for $20. I swear, it's like 6 times what I'm worth, and I'm rounding up at my favorite.
Yeah, 1
9.
So even with second place, Kim's a nice payday this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. But he's not thinking about that just yet.
No.
It's never over till it's over, and I've seen him, down 6-0 and come back and win.
Mm-hmm. There's nobody in this thing today that, starting today, there was nobody in this thing that you could ever count out. Everybody here, I felt like had a shot. These are not the caliber of players to slow down when they're behind and generally pick up.
Was describing Kim earlier as Earl Strickland without the attitude.
Definitely displeased with that. He did catch a fortunate roll. I mean, also a possibility of getting that 9 ball in if he hits this thing perfect.
So you got a better view than me. Is there room to go back?
It'll go behind.
That's good.
Probably just gonna kick and stick and hope to get lucky after.
I mean, that's about all you had there.
Didn't turn out too bad, actually.
Yeah, I hadn't caught that jaw. It could have left Lucas an easier shot in the corner where he's standing. But
That or caught that 5 ball and stuck right there in place. Or weird back.
it's not going to get a rail.
An unfortunate one there.
We might consider nudging the 4 here right away. a little less likely to get good on the 2, but to get that 4-8 apart, might go into it right now and take my chances on where I end up on the 2.
Sounds like solid logic. Have to deal with it at some point. Deal with it when you have full control, I guess. What would you do? Bring the cue up towards us a little bit more and go off of it into that way and hope to drift over for the 2, or would you be?
Yeah, I put it like where he's at or more to the right,
Mhm.
and then trying to nudge the side of the ball, then come back off towards the 2 afterwards.
That's kind of what I was trying to picture there. So, sure what
If he gets the right angle in the 3, he could come off the side rail at the 4-8.
Yeah, it's just, you got to get real good.
but you-
where the 5 is, that's, it's close. So going off
Yeah.
the rail isn't so easy now. Trying to draw into it's less consistent.
Yep.
Hold it 5. Yep.
Yeah, I thought the 5 was just a little too close. If the 5 is down 2 more inches, then that's such a natural shot.
5 looked in the way, and I could never tell from over here. It definitely looked like it was in the way. It was just a little bit.
Just on the hill and breaking.
Is that 8-2 still? I believe it is.
3.
8-3. Thought for a second he had gotten a third one. I wasn't 100%.
It's for the 1 ball.
8 got him a little there. 3 got him.
Yeah, I think he just shoots the combo here. He shoots straight enough. If you didn't like the combo, you can just roll forward and
Yeah.
get the cue ball behind the 8. But yeah,
And with this score line,
Yeah.
it's just the right shot for him because he's a straight shooter. So someone else, the combo maybe wasn't the right shot.
That would be me. Combo's never the right shot for me. Very nice speed right there. Just absolutely comfortable looking. Lucky touch there. Just a hole could have made a world of difference on that. We might be getting close to her here.
we're at 39 minutes. A race to 9.
Right now,
Thank you for watching. Congrats, Lucas.
definitely congratulations to Lucas. Congrats to him making it down to the finals here. Looking around, we've still got a really nice crowd watching here. Thank you to everybody at home for watching us. Please take a look and remember our sponsors for anything we can do for you. They're wonderful people, as I said earlier. Know every one of them personally, can speak for them. And please, before you leave, subscribe to our Billiards Media USA and follow Carolina Billiards Circuit on Facebook. Find us anywhere you can on the socials. Keep your eyes open. We're going to keep bringing tournaments of this level to you, hopefully even stronger. And we Greatly appreciate everyone who joined us. Look forward to seeing you next time.